What up, what up? It's your boy, Captain Sinbad. Guys, thank you so much for all your comments and likes and feedback on my last few videos. It warms my heart, and I'm so glad that I decided to get on YouTube and start talking because I'm learning so much from all of you, and it really is fulfilling to engage in this conversation about living the life of kings. There is a king within you. If you guys have seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but the Peter Jackson one, of course, in the cinematic version at least, Aragorn is of kingly blood. And the only reason that he is afraid to tap into his right, his ancestral right, is because of a dark moment from his forefather, Isildur. And there is a king inside all of us. It's easier to tap into when you're young because as time goes on, our potency, especially with regards to sexual transmutation, it starts to diminish. You know, your potency really starts to diminish around age 50. But if you're young, I mean, especially under 35, if you've discovered sexual transmutation and you're only just starting to activate its powers, that king inside you will begin to take root. He will rise up, and he will He will express himself through the vitality in your eyes and through your leadership and the honesty that naturally just comes into you. Those who have been on semen retention for a long time have a very hard time speaking in non-truths. Lying, even a white lie, is very hard to do for someone who has been retaining his seed consistently for a long time. And that is because there is a king within you who has finally awakened. So many people do all of the right things when it comes to success. They wake up early, they plan out their day, they have checklists, but they do this one activity that really hinders their success. And that is that they consume the wrong foods. Alcohol especially is one of the most low vibration substances that you can bring into yourself. It is actually the substance of demons. In Hinduism we call it an asuric force. And so there are people who are doing all of these things, successful, hardworking, productive people. But once you're actually on NoFap, you have the power to tap into telepathy, sorry. You have the power to tap into the hunches and the intuitions of the universal mind, the oversoul. And you're putting a lid on your potential. You're cutting yourself off when you have any alcohol, especially hard liquor. You can get away maybe with a glass of red wine. Red wine is actually the highest vibration of the alcohols. But why have even that? If you already have so much discipline and sacrifice in your life, what we call tapasya in your life, then why put a hamper on the fruits that can come out of this discipline by consuming any alcohol? It is a substance that is only slowing down your success and nothing more. And I know it's associated with celebration, camaraderie, socializing, people coming together, you know, toasting. But you look at someone like Bruce Wayne, a fictional character. That character is a billionaire and interacts with the world in a cocktail party type of way. And he's a teetotaler, you know. He doesn't drink. You can look it up, but Bruce Wayne never has any alcohol. So if it's good enough for Batman, this life should be good enough for you. And on the other end of that, there are foods that you can eat that are tremendously high vibration. And I'm finally coming in to the real action step and something that I'm imploring you to try out in this video. Eat these 3 high vibration foods on a consistent basis. Number 1, Italian kale. It is the darkest and the most nutrient dense of the leafy greens. You start eating Italian kale every day. You buy a thing of Italian Kale from your local supermarket, excuse me. You heat it up, you wash it in very hot water and massage it, and then you just eat it raw. It doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't taste good. It just tastes kind of bitter, and you know, it's not. There are ways you can make kale delicious, but I'm just not a very good cook, and I'm trying to get the results from the substance as opposed to actually make a meal. So I just wash it in hot water and I eat it raw. Kale will raise your vibration tremendously. And if you don't have access to kale, the next best leafy green, spinach, collard greens, what have you. The second substance, this is the second most high vibration food you can have in your diet, lemon. Every morning, I strongly encourage you to heat up a glass of water, preferably on the stove, but microwave is fine as well. Squeeze half a lemon in there, or if you're having a lot of water, maybe a whole lemon, and let it sit in your water and sip it first thing in the morning. You will start your day off right. You are instantly raising up your vibration tremendously, and you will be making more of the right decisions just because you're having lemon water in the morning. It also activates your digestive system, so you can basically just feel great right away and start your day off with power. And the last of the three top high vibration foods that I want to mention is large oranges. Large acidic oranges, not the clementines. Having these foods in your diet consistently is the opposite of what alcohol does. They will accelerate your success. If you feel like you're in a rut, ever, or you feel like the next thing isn't coming, you've been doing the same thing for a while, but your diet has been, you know, a little lower vibration, you can fix it almost immediately by putting these three foods in your life. And when you pair them, listen, the most important activity the most important discipline you have in your life is semen retention. But that's something that's kind of a passive activity. You're not doing something. And even though it's the hardest discipline and the most important of the disciplines, let's take a second to focus on these other tremendously powerful habits and action steps, because they will also accelerate your success. And my original point, when you put all of these practices in together, you will shoot towards your goals. Our objective here is to activate that king within. Let that king metaphorically pull out Excalibur, the sword and the stone, this deed that is considered impossible, but is a symbol of the person whose destiny is greatness. That is your destiny. Tremendous success is coming for you. All of your friends will be astounded by who you've become. I don't want to make any filler videos. I don't post just to post. And I have a full-time job and a play that I'm doing on the side, and I have no expectations about growing this channel. So I'm only doing this because I feel compelled. I feel that God is telling me to share this message because there are people who are going to receive it and benefit from it. If you're watching this, then you were meant to benefit from this information. That's what I believe. There is a king within you, and the right habits will help activate that and get you where you're supposed to be. Live life in a way where other people look at you and feel inspired. People will look at you and feel as if there is more to this world than brick and concrete. There is magic in this world. And how do I know that? Because this guy lives with regalness. He lives a kingly life. And all good things will come to you, and you will spread good to this world. There's so much chaos and darkness. There have been babies who have been burned at the stake in human history. So much evilness has occurred. Amidst the chaos that the world can sometimes be, the tragedy that life can have, the world needs men like you and women like you who activated their inner greatness and cast aside these lower demonic forces, these metaphorical orcs and goblins. They raised up that sword of tapasya, of sacrifice. and they led the world into something better. I know it sounds a little bold for me to speak like this, but it is absolutely true. I believe it. Stay on semen retention. Wake up early every morning. Meditate. And consider what I'm saying very strongly. I'm not saying that you have to be a raw vegan, but I'm saying keep high vibration foods in your life every day. This is your sadhana. This is your spiritual practice. These things may seem like pretty basic, just eat some kale. Yes, on some level you're just eating some fucking kale. But you're also doing something on a spiritual level. You're keeping yourself kingly. You're keeping yourself elegant and masculine. And success is coming to all of us on this journey. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, I love your comments, questions, your feedback. It means the world to me. If you found this video useful, I would love a like, a subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications on my next few videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, stay strong.